Soon Jungkook parked his car, unlocking it, and Jimin was finally about to jump out of the car. "Are we going to where I think we are going, Jungkookie?" he asked as soon as Jungkook stepped out of the car, bouncing on his toes. "Depends on where you think we are going, Minnie, but if you think we going to ice skating then you're absolutely right." Jungkook answered with a silly grin, to which he was rewarded with yet another squeal followed by the others' giggles. "You know you are absolutely the best. Till now you have taken me to all my favorite places, or to ones that became one of my favorites," he said, jumping on Jungkook, taking him off guard with the tight hug. "If I receive such treatment just by taking him out, I can do it every day." Jungkook thought. "If we are done hugging in the parking lot, Minnie, can we head inside? Not that I mind, but you know we have a date to start with." Jungkook teases, making Jimin blush in embarrassment, backing away from Jungkook. He couldn't come up with anything to reply with. Seeing the other's condition, Jungkook decided to take matters into his own hands. "So shall we head in then?" he asked. Jimin nodded his head rapidly, forgetting about his previous embarrassment as he started pulling the other towards the entrance. "Let's go. Let's go." And that is what they did, got inside, took the tickets for themselves, and headed towards where the area for ice skating was made. Jungkook got the skates for them and even helped Jimin put them on, making his blush yet again. But when was he not blushy when with Jungkook is the question here. Anyways, and they were off to the ring, skating along side by side. Jungkook thought he would have to help Jimin skate, as most of the couples there were seen doing, but to his surprise Jimin seemed to already know what he was doing and was even great at it. So much for being romantic. Instead, it was more like a tease match to see who does it better. Of course, it was fun too, so no complaints. They would go back and forth, teasing, fooling and playing around each other. It was all fun until Jimin decided he wanted to make the other fall, and after that, it turned into a match to see who would fall first. Yeah, very silly of them, but they found it fun, so all good. While they were at it, Jimin's focus was so on making Jungkook fall that he didn't see a group of kids coming towards him. When he saw them speeding towards him, it was almost too late. Keyboard almost. He managed to avoid crashing into them but lost his balance in the end and fell to the ground. Jungkook, who was witnessing everything, reached out to keep Jimin from falling but failed miserably, being in skates as he lost his balance as well and was dragged down with Jimin. They both stared at each other dumbfounded when they landed on the icy floor, soon breaking into a fit of laughter at their behavior. Yeah, they were definitely having fun. Soon after they were back on their skates-covered feet, skating around more calmly this time, yet still teasing each other here and there until it was dinner time. Jungkook had taken Jimin to a nearby diner, not wanting to go too big as they were in between doing activities. Yeah, Jungkook plans for some more things to do. So he didn't want to be too stuffed, yet just enough to regain their energy. And that was what they did. They talked, laughed and filled their tummies. Until they were ready to head to their next destination. Today has been nothing but fun, and it's turning even more exciting as the time goes on. Jimin thought. But his thoughts get broken as soon as Jungkook speaks up. "That time in Daegu, on the day of Christmas Eve, I wanted to take you along with me if possible, but well, I didn't have the guts to ask you that day. So I thought, what better way to relive it than spending the time here? Although it might be a little different than what we would have done that time. But honestly, isn't it just more fun playing around?" he asked. "It is." To which Jimin had replied softly, smiling as he met eyes with the other. "Let's head in then." "Yes, let's go." With that, the both of them purchased their tickets and walked into the snow world, hand in hand. The moment they had stepped in, Jimin was yet again lost, looking around. It was definitely different from the real deal, but damn, it was like a snow paradise, and he couldn't help the child in him from wanting to play around. Thankfully Jungkook was already on the same page, maybe even a step ahead of him, as he was already throwing snowballs at the other. "You cheater Kookie. At least give me time to prepare for myself," Jimin exclaimed as soon as his thoughts were disturbed by the snowball. "Now that won't do, would it? You need to be fast in a snowball fight. That's the trick, Jiminy," Jungkook said, wiggling his eyebrows as he was teasing the other, but got hit in his face with the snowball the next second, thrown by none other than Jimin, who was laughing seeing the dumbfounded expression on the other's face. He for sure had a good aim though. "Now what were you saying, Jungkookie? Talking about tricks. Being fast. What happened now? Got no more tricks?" Jimin commented between his laughter. Jungkook didn't know what to say to that. He didn't expect Jimin to be so fast and above all have such good aim. So he did the first thing that came to his mind. He threw down all the snowballs he had made in his hands, having a playful mad expression on his face as he made his way towards Jimin to punish him for his deeds. But Jimin had quickly noticed the other approaching him and had sprinted away laughing the next second. Followed by Jungkook who was running behind him to catch him. For an outlooker, it may be weird to see two adults playing like small kids, but did they care? Not even a bit. They were just lost in their own world where they only existed, just the two of them. Making the most of every moment they got together.